Hey guys, and we are live. How's it going there? Hope it's doing well as I am. So, tonight's going to be quite fun, I think, because I found someone that I've never watched before, and apparently it's on how to debunk the flat earth. So we got tonight in Michael Khan and PJ Cruikshank. How are you guys doing?
I was waiting for Michael to go first.
I'm waiting for you because you know me chime in first. So.
Okay, yeah. I'm good. Yeah, I was just thinking earlier on, because what was said in comments, something about the earth spinning and that. In the Bible, God says in Psalm that the earth's immovable. It's set in its foundations and it's immovable. I care to believe God. You know?
Amen. Definitely. I shall not call God a liar. Let's put it that way.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, so guys, we already got the thing here. We said, because tonight is about the horizon. That's what the part one's about. It says, is the horizon is optical? Out of 23 votes, 74% say yes. So the people actually have read the definition of horizon. Great. 12% is no. So obviously they're just idiotic and don't understand it's optical because it's an apparent position. And what is optical is obviously people saying, yep, it's just funny. So that was just a good. So let's say hi to everybody in chat. Good to see you. We got Michael Cruikshank, obviously PJ Khan, PJ Cruikshank, and Michael Khan.
Michael Cruikshank and PJ Khan. Oh my goodness, when did we get married?
So yeah, we got the Khan in and the Cruikshank in. Wow. That's how bothered I am by people still thinking the horizon's physical. Sorry guys. But yeah, it's good to see you all here. Jimmy J, thank you for coming and still not knowing what position your Earth's supposed to rotate. Hey Arwen, good to see you. Moxie, thank you for coming. Dupa Punas or whatever your name is. Thank you for coming. And then we got Brian S. Stavely. Thank you for coming. Guys, Brian's main channel has been taken down because of medical misinformation. You know that nonsense. So please do find his channels and subscribe again. Hey, Audio Oracle. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Alan Nordstrand. Good to see you. Jeff Gashead and Face Reality. Thank you all for being here. Anyway, it's going to be good to see you. Michael, I think you might have to mute, mate. No stress. So guys, we have what's the guy's name? I can't even remember what I had it on the thumbnail. I can't remember this guy's name. Probably because he spelled it wrong. VoysovReason. I've never heard of him before. I don't know if you guys have. But this is proving the earth is not flat. The horizon, part 1. So already he starts off with this. Oh. Hey Publius, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. So before we start, what do you guys think the argument is he's going to present? Because I haven't watched this yet, so.
Boat's going on the horizon. It's got to be.
Probably. Yeah, guaranteed. The fundamentals of flat Earth, the one we're still banging on about after so many years.
Guys, before we start, I'm going to do this every stream now. I'm calling out Mr. Not a Professor Dave to come for a debate. So, if you guys know him or know of him or anybody, just tell him. If he literally said on his last stream that, on that other stream that all flat earthers are too scared to debate him. But here I am calling him out for the last few months. So, do push it out to him and tell him what a moron and an idiotic coward he is. How's that? Okay. Maybe that will convince him to come, because not even FTFE can get it right to get him to debate me. What does that tell you? Christopher Mann, hey, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you can make it. Okay, let's get on with it, guys. So, yeah, like I said, I haven't watched this yet, so this is going to be interesting. Although he's already starting with the CGI globe. Interesting choice.
The Earth is not flat.
Oh, wow. Okay, we can go home now.
Yeah. That's it, we're done.
Hey, Triple X, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Yeah, the Earth is not flat, so let's go home. Because he shows a CGI globe and therefore making a claim the Earth's not flat. Hey, Bass Ackwards, thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. Publius Varia says, dude, why would you do that? The guy does not care about a debate. He literally said at the end of one of his streams, flat earthers are too scared to debate him. So
you failed there, Publius.
yeah. I'm being here for the last few months telling him, hello, where's the debate? Even if he can't even get him to debate me. So you obviously don't know what the hell you're talking about. I agree. Physical horizon is fairly dumb idea. Yep, because it goes against what a horizon is. Okay, let's go on. After his brilliant claim by showing a CGI globe and just saying the Earth's not flat. Okay.
We live on a spinning globe. It's amazing to me that I actually have to say those words in 2016.
Oh, it's 2016. So that's quite a while back, guys. About almost 7 years ago. Hey, William Brackley, thank you for coming. So he's showing Earth rotation timers from the Galileo probe 1990. He does know this is not real, right? It's just fake. It's been shown to be fake many, many times. So, okay, but we're going to see now what his reasons are probably. But I still don't see what horizon has got to do with what he's showing so far.
But there are a number of scientifically confused people that have convinced themselves and are trying to convince others that we live on a stationary, flat plane. There are a number of reasons for this resurgence of a long-extinct belief system, including literal interpretations of the Bible.
Hi YouTube, thank you for coming. Television, thank you for coming. So he literally just says it's a belief system and we don't understand science. Would this guy be able to give us any science? Because you know shape is not a science. And a mere fact is bringing up Bible cosmology and saying we're taking it literal. That is him conceding the Bible is a flat earth book, by the way. Let's listen to those words again, because that means he's then conceding the Bible's a flat earth book, doesn't he?
We live on a stationary, flat plane.
Yes, we do. Hillside, $5 super chat in there. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for the super chat. Really, really do appreciate all the support. Just started watching your channel. Love the content, brother. Keep up the great work. I appreciate you. Thank you. Always good to see new faces in here. You guys rock, and I'm glad you enjoy the content. You rock, mate.
There are a number of reasons for this resurgence of a long-extinct belief system, including literal interpretations of the Bible.
See, literal interpretations of the Bible. So he does then concede that the Bible is a flat earth book. So next time someone comes and says, oh, but the Bible is not a flat earth book, then just give this guy's statement to them. Okay. Michael, I think you might have to mute.
Sorry, I'm not even doing all.
Oh, I hear something in the background. It's like TV.
No, she's got a mute at a minute.
Oh.
Yeah, there's nothing here.
Okay. It sounds like Abby. Yeah, I already read Hillside's super chat. Thank you again very much. Yeah.
Do you know I didn't hear that? How come I didn't hear that? Oh, no way. Sorry.
Yeah, the globe Earth is a complete opposition of science. Exactly. Because they don't have any science, they only have pseudoscience, and they've never been able to present any science before. So it's funny that they would claim the rest of us are science deniers, but they don't even know what science is. William, that's the sad part about McToon. He's supposed to be a Christian, a Bible believer. I actually want to debate him on the Bible and cosmology.
No, correction, McToon was a Bible denier.
But saying that's why I said apparently.
The stance he got and say he believes in the Bible.
I've got more of a feeling he's more than a Mason though than a Christian.
Oh right, yeah.
You can't twist God's understanding into understanding a man and follow a man's ideas on what Bible says.
No.
Yep. The Bible definitely does teach it to be flat, guys. Stationary. It's just, if you're saying otherwise and you're Christian, you're literally calling God a liar.
Scientific illiteracy.
What the hell? Again, with the space pizza. And then saying scientific illiteracy. That's practically all they do, guys.
Cherry picking and other errors in reasoning.
Ooh, and then shows a flat Earth picture, a photograph of Chicago skyline, which is supposed to be impossible to be seen on a globe. And what is the excuse? It's a mirage. Sorry, is that mirage not supposed to be inverted? Hey, Arwen, good to see you. Yeah?
Brings it perfectly up to the horizon, right, straight in front of you. Yeah. I don't buy that story.
Yeah, but I mean, this mirage, it's supposed to be mirrored, is it not? Why is there no mirroring? And it looks quite clear. It doesn't even look like it's really distorting. So it's not going to have this super looming rubbish nonsense. Let's carry on.
And a general distrust of government leading to imagined conspiracy.
So I got it. I know what his problem is with Flat Earth. He's one of those guys that just trusts the government. So because he trusts the government like a blind sheep, those that go against the proven liars are now just conspiracy theorists and morons. Do you guys know what's happening at the moment with the NWO? With actually the World Health Organization. Yeah, they're going to take all your rights away very soon, people. They're busy signing a thing on the 27th of February where they can just literally say, make a pandemic, and you have no rights. You are forced to take your shot. Or you get arrested.
That's just ridiculous.
So tell me again where no conspiracies, just telling bogus rubbish. Anyway, yeah. Hey Globe Peer Review, thank you for coming. Glad you can make it. It's refracted chicken. Yeah, it's refraction.
I don't for a second think that NASA, along with every other public and private space enterprise, and every other scientifically literate person in the entire world, are involved in a massive
conspiracy while you're showing a fisheye lens bending everything. Congratulations.
There is no private space firms, they're all government funded.
Exactly. Alan Ocean, yes, WHO, they are taking over the world, exactly. Don't you guys find it odd that this whole war in Ukraine and stuff, America's busy fighting with Russia, and they can all meet together in perfect harmony as astronauts on the ISS and everything, in peace, while they're at war, killing each other? Makes so much sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to they can't face their pride that they're wrong. Their ego does get the better of them, Taylor.
Conspiracy to hide the truth from us. That's a claim that demands really strong evidence.
It's a proven claim. They've literally been lying to us throughout many times, and it's been shown to be this. I mean, even your beloved NASA, this that you're showing on screen, has been shown to be faked many times. It's just a shit show, exactly. Hey, Derek Nelson, thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. We got Hillary M in again. Thank you for coming. We can literally see the curve. No, you cannot see the curve from an aeroplane. The only idiot is yourself. Because if you've ever know how aeroplane glass is created, you would know why you see so-called curve. It's only optical, Hillary. Must we go and
it's Egypt in here, not idiot.
I've been on many aeroplanes and I've not seen that.
No. I used to have I used to have one of my intros when I started doing YouTube, and it was flying over on a plane over the clouds, and it's, how can I say this, horizontal. No curve.
Planes work for a start. Planes actually debunk a globe.
Yep.
Aye.
Is the aeroplane windows? Look at that.
It's even in the name of the plane, isn't it? Aeroplane. Plane.
Aeroplane, yeah. Okay, that's not what I put up in here. That looks kind of flat to me. Come on, what's going on here? Do you guys see any curve at the planes, yeah? Ooh. No, I don't see anything. Ah. Ooh. You see like this? You see that shape? He says that's curve. That's not curve. That's due to the window shape. It's like glasses. You see on the edges of here, see how it's distorting the things? Yeah. The incident angle, because of the shape of the glass, and you got three planes next to each other in curved form, convex for strength, that's what gives that apparent curve. It's not real, guys.
Hillary M says, what about the Red Bull jump?
Red Bull jump showed flat.
Yeah, it actually shows you it flat, then it shows you with about a fisheye lens where it's curved as well. But yeah, you see it flat and you see it curved as well. Both
Even Neil deGrasse tells you that they use the fisheye lens.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it's flat up there. He says at that height, it's all flat. It's flat. He says it, didn't he?
Gamipus Waterson, thank you for coming. New name as well. Horizontal does not mean flat. Yes, it does. Should we get horizontal again?
Oh, wow.
Horizontal definition. These guys are so... I don't know what's wrong with these people. Parallel to the plane of the horizon. At right angles to the vertical. A horizontal line. Having involves the same level of horizontal glass loyalties. Okay, let's go. Let's carry on. Coming from engagement. Okay. Uniform base and uniform and horizontal expansion. It's definitely flat because that's what a plane means. Horizontal line. Has anybody been able to show us a horizontal line curving? Parallel. Plane parallel to the horizon. And what does parallel mean? And the horizon is what? Horizontal as well. So where's the curve again? Let's see what horizon means. Horizon, noun. The line where the earth seems to meet the sky, the apparent junction of the earth and sky. Sailing towards the horizon, the great circle of the celestial sphere formed by the intersection of the celestial sphere with a plane tangent of the earth's surface. You do know that you require a flat surface to get that. And I explained last night what the celestial sphere is. It's simply your field of view. So, yeah.
Can you remember when Bev were talking to that surveyor?
Oh, yeah.
You know, Bev who denies flat.
Yeah.
And the surveyor outright told him horizontal, yeah, flat.
See, guys, this is horizontal lines. Tell me again, where do you see any curve in horizontal lines? The horizon is horizontal. It does literally mean flat. You can't get a curved horizontal. Hey SI man, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you can make it. Connor Apple. And also identity verification. Thank you for coming. Okay, let's get on with the guy's video. Because it just literally started.
Let's leave them out of it. I cannot prove to you that the images and videos from space are real. And you cannot prove that they are fake.
Oh yes, we can prove they're fake. It violates natural law. That proves they could not take those pictures where they claim to take them. So it proves they are fake. Not to mention all the countless videos where we show the astronauts on the ISS being green screened and using augmented reality. You know, literally having problems, and NASA using airfix models. So yes, we prove that it's fake. You cannot prove that it's real because it's not real. I mean, even this picture alone already, look at that. It's bleeding through the damn airfix model. Oh man. Cosmic Guru, thank you for coming. Glad you're coming. Again, guys, sorry about last night. My petrol ran out on the generator for some odd reason. Which is weird because I'm supposed to get about 4 to 5 hours on the generator and I only had 2 hours on it. So that's really odd. But I did fill it up again. So let's hope for a full 2-hour stream tonight. And Slip Radar, thank you for coming. Yes, natural law, Radar. It's not a joke. It's actually true.
But we don't need to believe them. We can prove the globe and the heliocentric model to ourselves without them.
Without them, okay. Hey, Jolly Man, good to see you. And yet you guys come on our channels constantly trying to convert us to the globe. Makes so much sense.
Just as generations of people did long before NASA or anyone else went to space. In a series of short videos, I would like to teach you how you can prove to yourself with your own eyes and experimentation that we live on a spinning globe.
Wow, that's quite a hectic claim. Guys, you heard that? Prove with the eyes and experimentation that the Earth is a globe. This should be good because we've been asking for how many years now for people to show us evidence for this globe, and he's simply saying you can see it with your eyes and you can have experiments. So that means hypothesis, guys. Hypothesis and experiment. So this is going to be good. Okay, we got up to 53 votes, guys. The horizon is optical, 81% yes, no 11%. They're obviously just morons. They don't understand what optical means. And what is optical? 8%. Okay, let's do this. Hey, Mojo Shop, thank you for coming in. Glad you could make it.
Several things that we can see with our own eyes clearly demonstrate that the Earth is a globe, and it cannot be adequately explained by the flat Earth model.
This should be good.
No matter how you try to twist reality. These include the apparent movements of the sun, moon, planets, and stars, moon phases, lunar eclipses, time zones, and many others. But in this first video, I'm going to focus on just one thing, the horizon.
Horizon. Thank you very much. JK said, yeah, I actually serviced it yesterday before the stream quickly. Even cleaned the spark plug up and stuff a bit. It was kind of burnt. But yeah, I don't know why it was so heavy on fuel. But I mean, it's still quite new. Hardly really used it. So
you might want to try it, tilting it up so that where pipe is inside it, like all fuel runs to that side. Because when I was working on railway and we used to use pennies on that, like we used to have to do that way.
Yeah, because it was still a teeny bit still in. So you're right. Yeah. It could just be that it never reached there. Okay, so guys, he's showing 300 feet, and obviously he's using a wide angle lens because you already saw distortion when he was spinning. But let's see what he says. Hey, Debatable D, good to see you.
The most important thing to understand is that the horizon is flat.
What? What?
I'm going to focus on just one thing.
Let's listen again.
The horizon. The most important thing to understand is that the horizon is flat.
I'm shocked. The horizon is flat. So he made a claim 10 seconds ago that you going to see with your eyes that it's a globe, and you're going to experiment to know it's a globe. He just literally said the horizon's flat. So you see it flat.
But doesn't the sphere curve away from you in every direction?
But do you get how does he say that I'm going to show you can see this with your own eyes, and then just literally claim now it's flat? Great, the horizon is flat. We're not fighting.
Yesterday when I was talking about this like cognitive problem, almost supernatural problem with it, don't understand things. This is you're witnessing it in real time now.
That's it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, let's carry on.
That's right. From our vantage point, even from a high mountain or an airplane, the horizon is flat.
Oh, he just debunked. Who was it that said they see the curved horizon from airplane? He literally just went against it. So sees it flat from airplane. Thank you.
It was that stupid sock called Hillary.
Hillary M, yeah. Hillary M.
Oh, wow. You might not have got... See, that's one thing. These guys can't get this story straight. One guy says this, one guy says that.
But you can guarantee you can debunk one baller's video with another baller's video. funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Flat earthers, and also many globalists, for lack of a better term, seem to think that the horizon should look curved to us. That's flat wrong. And I think
So it should look curved to you. Oh, so that's flat wrong. Great. So it's so flat that it has to be curved. Is that what he's saying?
Gosh.
I thought he said your eye, you'd be able to see with your eyes that it's a globe. Now he's saying you can't.
I think this is the single biggest reason there even is a flat earth community. The biggest source of confusion. You are expecting to see a curve where there is none to be seen. You are looking for the wrong thing.
So we're not supposed to see curve then. Great. So flat earth then.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't know the definition of a sphere was straight edges. You know, it's weird.
Yeah. So why are we doing this video again? I thought this guy was a globe earther trying to disprove flat earth, but he's just literally claiming flat.
They all seem to do that lately, don't they?
Yeah. Trying to present globe earth while showing measured flat for 4,000 kilometers. Brilliant.
To picture what I mean, look at this orange. If I take a thin slice of it, I get a round disc. The edges of it, where the knife cut through, is a flat circle. That is what you see when you look at the horizon.
What? Hey, Robinson, is this guy trolling us or something? Come on. So he's literally just cut a piece of his sphere away to make it flat and said that's what we see. Is this like a runoff from Ranty's locally flat argument?
Wow.
Wow. Guys, so it's not a globe, it's flat.
Locally
With
flat.
a sphere
like
underneath
our-
it. With a sphere underneath it or something. What the hell is going on like with this guy? Wow. I'm really confused. I'm confused what this guy is trying to provide us.
It's a bit similar to Dangleberry Earth, isn't it?
Hi Rubenson, thank you for coming. Let's see.
The edges of a circle. The edges don't curve side to side, they run straight across our view. And since we are always in the center of the circle, they don't curve down.
So he is fighting for locally flat then. So tell us again why you would see boats supposedly go over the curve at 3 miles away on your beloved globe then, if it's locally flat for, I mean, this based on your globe is what? Easily 1,000 miles? That's sad. This is like a huge concession he's giving you guys.
When you can see the horizon in all directions, it is the same distance away in all directions. So when you spin around, it looks exactly like a straight line and comes back around to join itself.
He's literally making flat earth here.
What?
He's literally...
Wow.
Okay, so it
Wow.
looks flat, so therefore it must be curved. Is that what he's trying to say? That's insane.
I was about to say, yeah, I was about to say, it is insanity what he's talking about.
He's literally going against every argument we get from flat earthers.
If it were curved down, it would not come back around and join itself at the same level.
And he literally thinks that he's given a globe earth proof.
Yeah.
Weird. That's so weird.
I don't know, this guy must be trolling.
On a mountain or from an airliner, the horizon is flat because the Earth is so big and we are so close to it.
The earth is so big, so therefore it's flat.
And we're
So
close to
no
it.
boats going over the curve then. So no curve. So in other words, you cannot actually observe earth curve. Guys, based on this guy's argument, your globe is based on belief you cannot see earth curve. He just
And you never will. You'll never be able to, because you'll never be able to catch up with it, will you?
Wow,
Uh,
that's sad.
All we are ever going to see is a small, flat, round slice of the ball of the Earth.
Yeah, it's called Field of View. Congratulations. Welcome to Flat Earth, mate.
Field of view in the plane.
There's a handy
Nice.
website that will calculate the distance to the horizon for any viewing height, and it also tells you how much of an object will be hidden behind the horizon if it's past the horizon.
But you just literally said it's flat. So why are you looking at Earth curve calculators now if you just literally claimed it to be flat? Horizon distance 3 miles. That was much more than 3 miles away, was it not? Hidden amount would be 32 feet. Almost 33 feet. I think you would notice that. So, what did you say? It looks flat? That's crazy.
The site is metabunk.org/curve. Let's look at an example. This is the view from the J.P. Morgan Chase Tower, the tallest building in Houston.
Wow.
The observation deck is 879 feet above the flat Texas landscape.
I love how he says above the flat.
Texas line. What on earth is this guy doing?
Guys, I think he's throwing your globe in the dustbin. This has to be some kind of joke. Oh, wow.
I feel as though I'm like definitely going into fantasy land, or I'm going insane or something.
Yes.
What on earth?
This is insane. And the trolls in chat literally think he's making a good point. That's how idiotic they are.
According to the Metabunk site calculation, the horizon is about 36 miles away. So this is what the horizon looks like on a map.
Okay.
A circle with a 36-mile radius. As we zoom out, you can see what a small part of the Earth this is. Under 1% of the Earth's diameter of 7,918.
Wow. Way to state the obvious. So it's flat. Hey, Two Wolves, good to see you. Thank you for coming.
Miles. And when we show it edge on, you can really see that it is just a small, flat, round slice of the large Earth. But getting back to the orange, you might be...
But that's one. He just ignored what the calculator just said. The calculator just said how much should be hidden. Did you see anything hidden there? 37 miles should be hidden, guys. Do you see any 37 miles hidden there?
And you can clearly see that on the orange. But on the Earth, it is simply impossible to see, because the Earth is so tremendously big.
Hey, Captain Caveman, good to see you. Thank you for coming. So tremendously big, and yet you claim we have boats going over the curve. Congratulations, you're just contradicting yourself. But that's how globers work. They are just contradicting non-stop. I don't know how to put it. They're the most contradictive people I know, is anti-flat earthers.
It's,
You're
I ain't got any words for that. I can't believe it. I really can't believe what he's doing.
I thought I'm gonna have to stop and this and that, but I'm literally having to agree with the guy the whole time that it's flat.
Yeah, see, maybe I thought this one might have been a little bit of a challenge for you, Flats, but no, I was wrong.
I literally have to just say yes, it's flat. I agree with you. The
Yeah.
horizon's flat.
Yeah.
We don't see any curve. It's flat. And this coming from a baller.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
This might
I'm lost for words.
This
I'm
might-
lost for words.
might be the most easiest video I've ever done. Wow. Okay.
6 feet tall, and you stand at the shore of the ocean, or on a flat desert plain, the horizon is about 3 miles away, and the change in vertical height of the surface is only 1.5 feet, spread evenly over the entire 3-mile distance. You just aren't going to be able to see that.
You just aren't going to be able to see that. So bring in the black swan, which they say you should see it, and the reason we don't see it is refraction. Now, why is he saying we're not even supposed to see it standing up? Wow, guys, it's flat.
Unbelievable.
It's way too subtle. As an illustration, this is a Google Earth picture of the New York City skyline from Caven Point, New Jersey, just over 3 miles away. The Earth does indeed curve down away from the viewer in this picture, but it is just about 1.5 feet spread over 3 miles, so it is just too slight to see.
So it looks flat, so therefore it's curved. So you can't see it, but because the curve says it's there, therefore it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the flattest baller ever. I agree.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't it weird to agree with a Glober all night?
Rubenson, Gideon, $5 super chat. Really appreciate the super chat. Thank you very, very much. Keep learning and keep teaching about the true nature of our beautiful reality. Thank you very much for your super chat. I really do appreciate it. And it's good to see all the new faces. Thank you again, Rubenson, Gideon. I hope you guys find this video as funny as I do, because it's insane. Face Reality also for a $5 super chat. Thank you very much as well. I'm sorry, Flatsword. I'm a ball believer now. His slice of orange demonstration convinced me. Oh man, guys, we lost him to the globe, all because of a damn orange peel. Thank you.
Discombobulated.
Thank you for the super chat, Face Reality. Really appreciate you. And you know, I'll take away your wrench because of that. Oh wow. But yeah, I mean, look at this. He's putting this on. He's saying it's flat. He's saying, but the curve calculator says there's curve, but you can't see it, so therefore it's curved, but you can see it as flat. It's insane.
The Statue of Liberty is in the picture, and it's 305 feet tall, and only 1.2 miles away. And look how small it looks.
Shit shrinks? Angular size changes, apparent angular size changes. That's how it works in the distance. Your globe calculator doesn't take that into account, by the way. That Statue of Liberty is exactly its same size, that distance, as it is right in front of you, according to your globe calculator.
Wow.
But if the horizon
Yeah.
is flat, how does it prove around Earth, you might ask?
Yeah, that's all I want to know. Guys, so the horizon's flat, how does it prove around Earth? I think he's also realized his problem. Let's see.
It's what happens when objects are past the horizon that reveals the curve.
Hey, Blue Pearl Devolution, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Current is time. Okay, let's see. So he says it's something when it's past the horizon that it reveals a curve. I want to see if he's taking his maths into account here as well.
Sailors, for many centuries, have noticed that ships sailing away from you in the distance disappear bottom first and sail last.
What did you guys say in the beginning of the video? Boats going over the horizon.
Yeah.
The guy literally just spewed 6.5 minutes of it's flat. It looks flat, so therefore it's curved. Now he's saying it's too big to be able to see things, see the horizon. Now he's saying boats go over the horizon. Can he make up his mind? Either boats go over the horizon because it's curved, or it's flat. You can't have it one way or the other. We already know why there's bottom obstruction on a flat surface, because we've explained it many times. It's due to the limited angle. The angle becomes too acute, and because the ocean that's closer to you has a larger angle and thus occults the further angle, which is the diffracted limit, and that's why what is happening is you are just resolving the larger closer angle, which in this instance is the ocean. And then you've still got refraction to play with. You still got a lot of optical effects like convergence and everything happening, and yet no physical curve. Remember, guys, he literally said it's flat and it's too big to see curve. Now he's saying boats go over the curve. No, there's no contradiction there at all.
If you live near a large body of water, you can easily see this for yourself with binoculars or a telescope. But here is a video you can watch of a cruise liner going over the horizon.
Kind of looks like a water bulging up like a wave. And what happens if something's closer to you and has a larger angular size? Would that be in the way of you to the viewing angle of that boat? Yes, it will. It's not because of Earth curve, it's because of the angle.
See the link in the description for the full video. This only works on a curved Earth.
That's false, which we can debunk over and over. Let's quickly debunk that now, straight away. How's that? Just for all the new people, quickly going to my channel again. I'm going to show you on a flat surface again. We've been doing this so much. I've done this many times. I mean, so much flat earthers have demonstrated this many times. Things going bottom up obstruction on flat surfaces. Let's see.
Sometimes the rock.
Again, thank you for all the new people that's just come in. Really appreciate your support. Please, if you haven't already, hit that like button. And if you're a Go Believer, down button, doesn't matter. But just share the show.
Yeah.
If you push your field of view up further,
Okay.
50 odd people in.
Yeah.
I'm saying there's 50 odd people in for a few tonight.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Good to
Great
see you
week.
all. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Well, anyway, this is a aluminium flat bar, guys, in my mixing room. It's flat. Now I'm going to show you bottom up obstruction just because of the limited angle field of view. It's got nothing to do with the curved surface. Why do people say curved surface? It's the only reason. It's because they don't have the they're either being intellectually dishonest and they're ignoring that you can have bottom up obstruction on any kind of surface, or they just literally stupid.
when you raise in altitude, and when you go down, you're compressing those angles more. The lower you are to the ground, the more you compress those angles, and the more bottom-up obstruction you get. This is because the angle gets limited. As you can see now, it is actually having bottom-up obstruction. The angles are limited due to the closer, larger angle, which is the surface, and you get the optical drop, which is just an optical effect.
Farther and farther away, the last thing you will see is the very top of the mast of that boat. And that's because the boat is actually going over the horizon that's curved. And that means that as it goes farther and farther away, you see less and less of the bottom of it and more of the top of that.
Okay, let's take a look at that again. Changing elevation, it's bringing it more into field of view because you're pushing the limited angle out further, and going down. You're limiting that angle and thus compressing the angles. That's why you get angular compression. It's all just due to the Rayleigh criterion with diffraction limit and limiting angles.
There we go. Just debunked his whole argument straight away. So that boat is going over a horizontal flat plane. Like he said in the beginning, it looks flat. So you can't see curve. You get why they're sitting with contradictions here. Why they say, oh, it's too big to be able to see curve, but I can see boats go over the curve. It's because it's not a curve that the boat's going over. The boat's going into the part where it's too limited. The angle's getting too limited thanks to the limiting angle. It's too acute. Thank you. Hey, Guns of Never Run, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you're here. Yep, swells and waves are choppy. Water causes obstructions, exactly. They ignore that simple fact.
The view of the ship is obviously going behind the curve.
No, it's not.
And you can always calculate exactly how far away this will happen,
This should be interesting.
depending on how high you are up from the water. The higher up, the farther away the horizon.
Now remember, the higher you are, the further up you are from the horizon. What was it saying about the field of view?
Limited angle out further and going down. You're limiting that angle and thus compressing the angles. That's why you get angular compression. That's all just due to the Rayleigh criterion with diffraction limit and limiting angles.
Yeah, simple. The lower you are, the more acute the angle, the closer you have brought your field of view in. The higher you are with elevation, the further you push your field of view in. Other words, you're pushing out the apparent horizon. Remember, the apparent horizon is just an apparent position on a horizontal plane. Horizon is a horizontal plane, guys. No curve. Hey Robert Digital, thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. So there we go, just debunked him again.
Flat earthers try to explain this phenomenon away in a few ways. Some claim that the ships aren't actually hidden by the curve.
They're not. Hey Unlimited Hangouts.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you can make it. Okay.
They're just at the limits of our ability to see them, and if you zoom in, they come back into full view.
Sometimes that works, yes, because they haven't gone past the limited angle yet. What happens is they've gone to the resolution limit of what your eyes can see. I have a video on that as well, where you literally don't see anything, and as soon as you zoom back in, then you see the boat. It looked like it was over a curve, but it wasn't. Why? Because of the resolution limit. Remember that when it happens with the diffraction limit, the resolution limit, is they diffract into one another. The larger angle will be more visible because it's more resolvable, and therefore you see the water before you see the bottom of the boat. So when you zoom in, you bring the whole boat into view. Now that's not always possible because sometimes it's just gone too far and the angle is too acute to see the bottom of the ship. Therefore zooming in, you're still just zooming in that limited angle. Very, very explainable, very, very demonstratable, and yeah, we've been doing this for years.
But whenever they try to demonstrate this, they use a boat that is near the horizon but not beyond it, like this one. Notice he did not show a boat that was hidden at the bottom. This is just a blatantly wrong example to use. I don't know how they think this explains anything.
Okay. If he says that, let's go back to my channel again. Let's go to one of my first videos I ever brought out. Hey Ace Trade, thank you for coming. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Let's see. Let's go down, 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 down. It's amazing how much videos a person actually accumulates through the years.
Yeah, of course.
There we go. Eyesight perception. This is like my second video ever. So I didn't talk on it. I had just overlay sound on it. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. I don't know why people don't understand this very simple thing. Why do people persist in the delusions? Yeah, Hillary, why do you guys persist in delusions? The guy literally just said his whole video, it looks flat. So you can't actually claim a globe because it looks flat. So if you observe something to be flat, how is it curved then?
And you'd be delusional to deny that all the proof he gave there was not globe earth proof, it was flat earth proof.
Yeah.
Can I just quickly comment right quick? I know Telly's on his background, but Hillary, you've just been debunked by this guy who's on your side, and you came in with comments like that. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how they can still defend their globe, especially after this guy's busy just literally destroying their globe for them.
He mapped it. He totally mapped it.
It's like insane, guys. Come on. You've seen photos from space. You mean you've seen claimed photos that come from a place that violates natural law. So no, you haven't seen photos from space. It's just you wanting to believe it's from space because you have a belief that it's from, because it's going for your narrative. You understand? It doesn't mean it's actually there. There we go. This is me explaining bottom-up obstruction for you guys. Pay attention, please. Hey,
Welcome.
Von Newman, good to
On
see
this
you.
video we will be learning how your eyesight will perceive the ship in the distance. Firstly, let's see how your eyes work. In this first image, you can see near objects will fill more of your field of vision. It will leave the image on the back of the retina. The further away objects will fill less of your field of vision and leaves a small...
I have to quickly say that. Hey, Bobby Smith, good to see you. And then Horace Broom. If there wasn't a curve, there would not be a horizon. Actual poppycock. That's bullshit. A horizon is only an apparent position where the sky and land appear to meet. It can be a donut earth, it will still give an horizon. It can be a pyramid earth, it will still give an horizon. Heck, I just literally showed you on my channel bottom up obstruction on a flat aluminium bar. It gave an horizon, an apparent horizon, because a horizon is over a horizontal plane. So every time someone says, you can only get on a curved surface, it's just you being ignorant and stupid. I'm sorry.
What would he expect to see on a flat infinite nothingness?
Yeah, I don't know why they think you wouldn't see anything just because it's flat.
Yeah, I don't get that at all. It's just stupid.
It's really sad.
image on the retina. Do you see how the field of vision angles change? This image of a ship is at level ground. You can see the angles of your eye in the colors. First, the red line is your level eyesight. That will stay level. Secondly, the blue line is the top eyesight view. That will change as the object you are looking at gets further away. Thirdly, the green line is the bottom view. This image would usually be the smallest and will keep getting smaller as the image vanishes into the distance. The smaller the angle, as the bottom viewpoint will vanish.
Hey Banjo Boo, no sharp horizon on the flat earth. What do you mean no sharp horizon? A horizon is simply the apparent position. Sharpness has nothing to do with it.
There's no. I think you think it's like a pencil line that separates something.
The horizon looks pretty sharp to me.
Yeah.
Unless it's foggy.
Well, pay attention to this video, Mr. Banjo Boo.
Vanish first as the angle will get smaller and smaller with the bottom of the ship. Thus the ship will appear to look as if the boat is going over a curve of water. That is not a curve but how your eyesight projects the ship going out of your view. You can always zoom back the ship with a strong enough lens, proving the ship is just out of your field of view and not over a curve. I will put a video showing how ships come back into view after it had gone out of your field of view.
Okay guys, do you see a ship here on the horizon at the moment?
No, I can see a load of writing on the screen.
Okay, when it does show up, it's gonna pop up now, and then I want everybody to say, do you see a ship on the horizon? Type 1 if you see a ship, or type 2 if you don't see a ship. I'll wait till we see what it is. Type 1 for ship, you do see it, and type 2 you don't see a ship.
Right, so type 1 and 2 for it being where it's paused right now.
Yeah, so 1 you do see a ship by the horizon, or 2 you don't see a ship. And by the way, that's quite a sharp horizon, so whoever says you don't see a sharp horizon is just, yeah. So, hey XB Black Lace, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Glad you can make it. Let's see what the poll says so far. 79 votes. The horizon is optical. Yes, 77%. No, 10%. What is optical? 13%. Jollyman 1, Crew Drag 2, and Television 2. So Jollyman, you see the ship. Debatable. D says 3. Hey 4Jax, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Yeah, 4Jax is a latest member. Thank you for becoming a member, mate. Really do appreciate it. Appreciate all you members and all you people that do support the show financially. It's you guys that help the show to run. So thank you very much. So yeah, okay, we're gonna just say, yeah, we don't see it because Rachie 2 and I zoomed in, exactly, because you can't see it. There's no resolution. It can't be resolved. Now what happens when it carries on with its optical zoom, then hits the digital zoom? Now it comes into resolution. Now you can see two ships on the horizon, correct? We just literally saw you could not see it. Hey Cheswick, failure. Thank you for coming. And we got Andrew in the house. Thank you for coming. Glad you can come in. So yeah, the resolution was reached when he was out, but now he had optical zoom to be able to bring it back into resolution. What happens when you've reached your optical zoom? You can no longer zoom it in. Then you only have digital zoom, which is only magnifying the already maxed out optical zoom, and that's why you can't get it back into field of view, because you are hitting to the angle that is limited. But we literally just brought ships back that were supposedly over the horizon, which he said would be impossible, and we're doing it up from bottom up. Ooh. Ooh. That horizon curve seems to be very far away. I mean, he's just going and going and going, and he's not falling down over that curve. And yet, you don't see past this apparent horizon. Have you guys realized that? But he's just going on and on and on. Is he floating in midair? Because if the curve was curving away, he would be floating in midair right now, guys. But don't worry, it's still getting there. Oh, is he going behind a curve? Oh no, that's just a wave. Oh wait, oh, is he going behind a curve? Oh no, oh, that was just a little bulge in the in the water. Ah, sorry guys. I know it's very bad. Huh? Is it okay? Flataholics, I literally just showed it. It wasn't in the field of view. It was over the so-called horizon, and he zoomed it back into field of view. So your whole statement you just made there is shown false. Thank you very much. Ooh, look, it's going over a curve, guys. Because he's zooming back. Look, it's gone behind a curve there. Has it gone behind the curve? Or is it still exactly the same position when we zoomed in? It was above the curve. Huh. That's really odd. Something's not right here. It must be doctored footage here. And I love how flat that horizon is. Yeah, there's so many black swans to wolves. It's insane. We can show black swans beyond anything, different type of black swans. They still won't get it. I'm zooming, he's moving more out, reaching vanishing point. Run, baby, run away. Look at that, the speck. Oh, where's it now? Okay, just a dot there. Now it's gone. Okay, tell me guys, can you see the boats now?
Yeah.
No longer visible, but clearly not over the horizon. By debunking everything the globies just brought up. Thank you very much.
you see what Horace Bruin said? No genuine examples of ships being zoomed back after passing the horizon. What do you think I'm showing you right now?
Yeah,
How is that?
Horace, this is literally showing you. Can you see a ship now? No, because it's supposed to have gone over your curve.
Horizon's 1.22 times the square root of the observer's height in feet.
Yep. And this is way beyond that, by the way, guys. You can make it. So yeah, again, debunked him. Let's see what he's going on with his video now. Oh, did I opened it with the wrong media player. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's get back to downloads. Back to the video.
Some claim that the ships aren't actually hidden by the curve. They are just at the limits of our ability to see them. And if you zoom in, they come back into full view.
Which we just literally showed you on screen, guys. And explained to you what would happen if it doesn't come into full view. Very simple. There's many reasons for that. It's either already gone past the optical zoom limits because you've only digitally zoomed past what the limits are because the angle is limited, or there's refraction at play. There we go.
Yeah. Apparently, this gummy puss Watterson is willing to present evidence.
Oh, that would be great. Gummy Boss, you do know we do have one night a week. I'm going to have one night a week where I ask ballers to come present globe evidence. So please do stay tuned for the next one next week. Then you come present your evidence. That will be great. Because tonight we are doing this, debunking this guy. And this is only part one of his video series, by the way. There's still more. But tonight it's just simply his video evidence.
Whenever they try to demonstrate this, they use a boat that is near the horizon, but not beyond it, like this one. Notice, he did not show a boat that was hidden at the bottom. This is just a blatantly wrong example to use. I don't know how they think this explains anything.
Well, I'm glad I just showed you the actual video that was on my channel. So yeah, just literally debunking his argument. If you guys didn't watch it, you'll have to go back in the stream.
Examples they use are always not beyond the horizon, but near it.
He's just debunking himself, guys. It's looking like it's going bottom up now. It's on top of the horizon, correct? But look as he zooms out.
Or right at it.
Ooh, can you see the bottom of the boat? No, but you see the top. So literally, and the buoy now as well. The same. If this was high enough resolution, we had to copy and paste and zoom in. You wouldn't see the bottom of it, would you? Oh no. So he's also just actually literally debunked his own argument once again on his own video. That's sad.
To show the effect, you have to show a boat partially obscured by the horizon. Like this. Not this. Some will show a boat in choppy seas and claim that the swells are causing the obscuring of the bottom of the boat.
So he's fighting for flat earth again. Because remember, he literally just, I think it was like in his video 2 minutes ago, or 1 hour, he claimed this boat was obstructed by the ocean. That's why he only saw the mast. Isn't that so? He just brought it into view now and said it's only the swell of the seas, choppy waters. So he literally just debunked his own argument once again. I'm really starting to wonder if this guy's really a glober.
Okay.
Hey Rachie, glad you could make it. Thank you for coming. It's good to see you. Oh man.
But again, that's a bad example to use. Do you think there are swells big enough to hide half of this cruise ship?
Yes. Definitely. You can lie down of the view. It would be occulting it because it would have a larger angular size because it's closer to you. And that's ignoring perspective and anything like even refraction. If you have refraction, it's actually going to pull that closer or larger angle up. Because it's pulling the horizon up, it's making the boat look like it's going down. That's why you usually see when there's refraction, things like buildings and boats in the distance look like they're compressing. You know why they look like they're compressing? It's because it's pulling the horizon in front of it up. Yep. It doesn't pull the image up, it pulls the horizon up as it sinks the image down. Whoopsie.
Also, you will need a clear day and one without extreme cold. Cold air near the...
Ooh, there we go. Look at that beautiful infernos. Look at that mirroring effect. Where's the actual boat here, guys? The one on the bottom or the one on the top? It would be the one on the top, correct? Because this would be the mirror. So is this the actual horizon that they're seeing? No, that's the mirrored horizon. The horizon is there. Ooh. Weird.
Water can create a number of different mirage effects because the temperature differences actually bends the light.
Refraction,
but you can usually
yeah.
tell when this is happening, and it only happens in certain conditions.
No, refraction is always present, mate. Is he claiming there's days that there's no refraction?
Wow.
Someone's murdering the keyboard.
That's me, sorry.
So refraction lifts the horizon but not the boat. Eduardo, Andrew, refraction pulls the observation, the boat down. That's why you see the compression while it's pulling up the horizon that's closer. This has been demonstrated time and time again. Sky Free has been showing it over and over again. It's been explained to you guys over and over again. Even J. Tolan Media has explained this to you guys. You just don't seem to want to accept it.
It's a game over. We're
It
just
is.
dealing with people who have no understanding of what they're talking about.
Exactly. They need refraction to do the opposite of what it does, because they literally need their globe to have that special magic refraction. Because if they don't have it, they don't have an argument. Yeah, don't they get a little swell at 1 mile away? Can have a larger angular size than a boat 5 miles further? Exactly, XP. No, they don't get that.
Exactly.
Yes, refraction will give the appearance of the boat being pulled down as it pulls the horizon up.
Like if you hold up like a penny close to your eye, it's going to block out a whole building in the distance.
Let's do this again. Let me go show another video on my channel, I guess. It's amazing how I can just go find demonstrations on my channel the whole time.
You've done about them all.
It's crazy. We're going to go to Mr. Bearded Devil. I think this is the one where he does it with the... What you're seeing is a mirage.
You mean that bearded devil one with toy car?
Yeah.
Where he proves what you're saying?
Yep.
Another globe, debunking globers.
Yep. Okay. That's not the one I was looking for though.
It's rare funny.
I'm looking for the one where he has the... where he's doing the refraction. I think it's this one. Rambles on.
Yeah, but fair play to Eduardo for getting up and presenting that evidence the other day. I might not agree with what he says and all that. I mean, even though he presented, I believe was flat out stuff. Do you know what I mean? So I did agree with it. But fair play for doing it, and he spoke well as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I really appreciate it, and I'm proud of you for having the kahunas. Because the other globies don't have the kahunas to do the same thing that you have done, Andrew. So really, really proud of you and appreciate you coming on. Okay, I can't find that video right now. But I mean, let's quickly go to Sky Free then, because Sky Free also does this. Okay. Sky Free Flat Earth. Okay. Okay, maybe that's not working. Sky Free is 2 words, I think.
Problem is as well with this refraction business, you've got to nail these guys down to what refraction they're actually claiming.
Yep. Sky Free Flat Earth. Okay, let's see the Sky Free refraction. Maybe that will work. Because it's difficult. There we go. There's Sky Free. It's difficult to find their channel sometimes. It's very easy to find globe channels, but when you have to find flat earth channels, it's quite difficult.
Yeah, you usually need the link, don't you?
Yep. Okay, pay attention now, guys. Hey, Lumpy, good to see you. Thank you for coming.
It's about 74 degrees Fahrenheit. And the temperature at the surface was around 73 degrees Fahrenheit. The outdoor air temperature was 7 degrees Fahrenheit. During the observation, when we opened the door and let the indoor and outdoor air mix, the temperature read about 48 degrees Fahrenheit at 4 feet above the surface. And the air temperature at the surface read around 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Here are the objects from the viewer's perspective at the start of the observation.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly stop it here quickly before. This is like one of those little plastic, I think it's like 2 millimeters high, not even, or 1.5. Like, you know, the thing that holds the bread packets, that plastic little thing, and they've got these funny things on. Now this is on a flat surface, guys. Now look what refraction is going to be doing. It's going to lift the horizon in front of it, the limited angle, and pull the objects down. This is what refraction does, guys. Pay attention.
And here is when we open the door to let the air mix. Quickly, the light from the bottom of the objects no longer arrives to the viewer and can no longer be seen.
Oh wow, what did it do, guys? It pulled the object down and pulled up the horizon, the closer angle. Oh boy. So did we just literally show a demonstration to validate what we were saying once again? Thank you, Skyfree, by the way, guys. I'm going to put the link just for you guys there. Please do go subscribe. Definitely well worth it. And that's why you see what you see.
There'll be no physical demonstration to rebut that. There'll just be not R and but there'll be no demonstrations to prove it false.
Yep, exactly.
Not that it's possible to prove it false because that's what's happening, but you know, all you get is no, you don't understand. That's not refraction. Blah blah.
Also, the sun and moon rising and setting beyond the horizon perfectly shows that the Earth is curved. And it...
Do I really have to go show that demonstration again with my paint cans and the light in the spray booth? I mean, I've showed it so much streams. It's literally just a perspective. It's going away from your field of view, so it's dropping in angular apparent size. That's it. It's literally just dropping to the converged horizon. That is it. This happens on flat surfaces, guys.
They are much easier to see than distant boats. They both emerge from or slide behind the horizon exactly as we expect on a globe.
No, exactly as you expect on a flat Earth. You literally said the horizon's flat, remember? Oh, man. It's like these guys just literally throw away any common sense when they bring up their arguments.
And not at all what we would see on a flat Earth.
Cool.
Why is it going quiet?
Sorry, my wife. Love Cuba. Sunset.
Sounded like there a chipmunk there or something.
No chipmunk. Ooh, is this a science beyond creating a sunset? This should be interesting because this is as far as on a globe channel.
Hi, this is Kate with the St. Science Officer team, here with another fun at-home experiment that you can do. Today we're going to talk about sunsets, a little bit about light refraction. All you have to do is have about
So light refraction, guys. with the sunset. Okay, we're not gonna literally see that. Go. Let's just see.
Container, you don't see any particles in my water. It's clear, it's pretty clean, but when I add 1/4 of a cup of milk in there, what I'm adding are some impurities, some proteins and fats. Stir that up. That will cause the light to
Refract.
the side of the container, and
Okay.
you'll notice that it'll create a bluish type of light. This would be like if the sun were at high noon or straight up in the sky. Now take your flashlight and look at the
Ooh,
beam straight
that's quite pretty. It does look like the sun's almost. It's just elongated, but
on. You'll notice that it's a warmer color, a yellow, an orange, maybe even a red if you put in a lot of milk. This would be a sunset, it looking at an angle. So try this experiment at home. Add more milk if you like.
okay, that's just to look at the colors. Okay, let's go back to where Rob Skiba, where he does his sunset with the refraction. If you're still gonna find on the internet, because they love to this is a response to Rob Skiba's one. Ooh, but I'm looking for Rob Skiba's one specifically. After the sunset, you guys don't have a link for it, correct? Oh, here's another one. DIY sunrise and sun. Ooh. This is supposed to be what they're teaching the kids, guys. Now, why are they teaching them this? Okay, music. We don't need to see music. We don't need music. Okay, still music. Position your flat line. Oh, it's just the normal, again, looking how the sun looks through. Okay, that's not what we wanted to see. Sorry guys, I'm still looking for it. Otherwise, I don't know. Anyway, he uses a Fresnel lens and then he moves it away. And that gives a sunset. Very simple stuff. I don't know if it still exists on YouTube anymore. There's another one.
Clearly visible, but through the lens, the skyscraper appears obstructed if you do it just right.
Oopsie. You see it's obstructed, guys, because of the lensing effect. Just like the sun. As it goes away in the distance, you're looking through more and more atmo, therefore it lenses effect. And what happens when it goes? It causes the bottom up obstruction. That's just one effect.
Yes. Okay.
Hey Timmy, good to see you. Thank you for coming.
Camera away from the lens, and as you can see already in the small lens, the image inverts. The skyscraper is upside down. So if the distances are not absolutely right, you get this blurriness, and then the image reverts to right side up. And we never see this, or we will never see this in reality. This reversion where things are upside down when we get too far away from them.
Yeah, because you moving far away from the lens, not like where he was moving the object far away from the lens. You do know that gives a different incident angle. So this guy is literally trying to disprove Rob Skiba by not understanding incidence angle causes the angle to flip it upside down. If he stayed where he was with the camera and the object moved away, it would not do what he's doing here. So that's just ignorance on his part.
I think I found that schema one.
Awesome.
I'll get you a link.
Awesome, thanks.
I think it's this one anyway.
In Element.
It will be in a minute, 1 second.
So again, thanks guys for coming. Thank you for your patience. Hey, 646 Klein, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. He says, simple test. Watch a ship on the horizon. As the bottom of the boat sinks below the horizon is seen with your eyes, get a telescope or binoculars. The image will be at the same, just optically doesn't proving a globe. Optically closer, proving a globe. Maybe go watch my stream a few minutes back where I literally showed that to be bunk, and I explained it too.
But we're missing a point that the horizon's an optical effect thing.
Yeah, it's optical. They don't get that.
Are you sick of having issues with
Things
your
don't
webinar?
hide behind it.
Yeah. It's not physically hiding behind anything. Only time it does have an obstruction due to the angle that is too acute because you don't have a line of sight because something's blocking is like a little swell or something.
Most of you have probably seen this little animation I created. This was done actually back in May of 2015. So it was a month after I first got into this, when I was kind of considering all up into the distance. Other videos where people have taken and used filters and whatnot and analyzed the sun moving and then done a measurement of pixels across the screen, showing this video right here, which apparently was shot in the desert where there's going to be a lot less moisture. And so whenever there's less moisture, you're going to obviously have less refraction and magnification.
Ooh, what's happening there?
Don't get to pick the anomalies that seem to agree with your views and ignore the common observations that don't, and still call yourself an honest investigator. That is intellectually dishonest.
So thinking about all this and thinking about what I had just shown you regarding atmospheric lensing, magnification, refraction, all that with regard to cities and objects at a distance on the land, I got to thinking, I wonder how this would work with the sun and moon. So this is what I came up with. I've got my magnifying sheet frame, and I created a little stand to paste the sun on it and keep it the same height over the flat surface of a table. So the sun is always going to be parallel with the surface. And check this out. All right, here's the first test of a sun moving over a flat surface, and with no atmospheric magnification, it does what we might expect it would. It gets smaller as it goes away from us.
And it drops in apparent altitude, just like I showed with my sun torch in the spray booth. Yeah, guys, that's called convergence perspective.
All right, now let's see what happens when we add in our atmospheric magnification. Again, water and refraction. Water causes magnification and refraction, right? So let's bring the sun back. Oh, check this out. Refraction bends the light downward.
Ouch.
It made the sun set on a parallel surface. As it was moving parallel, the same height, the whole way over a flat surface, the refraction caused the sun to set. Not only that, well, let's bring in the beginning of that little test, and we see that it maintained pretty much the same size too. Pretty close.
Hey Moomin Rider, good to see you. Glad you could make it. And we also have Oz. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, guys. So again, demonstrated by flat earthers once again that you're wrong. Congratulations.
Flat earthers claim that the sun and moon circle above the flat earth, and the rising and setting is due to them coming in and out of view due to perspective. As explained, and I use the term loosely, in this clip from flat earther P. Brain.
P. Brain rocks as well, guys.
Here's a little illustrator or a little cartoon from a website called timeanddate.com. It's really funny that they would have a perfect illustration of a sun rising and setting on a flat earth due to perspective. You'll notice that it rises from below the horizon and sets below the horizon. Now you might be saying, well, how is that possible? I can see now you're saying that it rises and lowers due to perspective, but how does it disappear below the horizon? Well, I got a theory about that. because of the fact that all parallel lines and planes converge at your eye level horizon, this is according to the perspective, I'm not making this up, if in fact, and they do, they converge at your eye level horizon visually, then it makes sense that after that point, they diverge, meaning they then separate. So the sun would continue on a downward track. As you can see from my illustration here, the lines would go to your horizon, and then afterwards, they would spread out and separate, kind of like a starburst.
Two huge problems here. One is that he shows a sun in the animation that always stays the same size.
Rob Skiba just showed it because of the lens effects. It stayed about the same size. So already debunking that argument.
Which indeed is what we see in reality. But if it were disappearing due to perspective, it would be getting bigger as it rises and smaller as it sets.
Again, just for those that didn't come, lensing effect.
And of course, that's because as it's moving away, the magnification is still taking place. And so even though the sun's further away than it was in the beginning of the test, the magnification basically preserved the same size, and the refract.
Bye, Debatable D. Sleep well. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. Till next time. Till tomorrow.
Made it set. Of course, again, depending on how much moisture is in the air, we could see that the sun doesn't appear to change in size at all as it goes down. We could see sometimes perhaps that it looks like it's getting bigger when it goes down. You ever see like a really big sunset or moon rise, moon set, where one of them looks really large on the horizon? Well, that could be because there's lots of moisture in the air causing that effect. Or when there's less moisture in the air, obviously you won't have as much magnification taking place, and so it looks smaller as it goes away. So
that explains that.
But in his animation, it does not. The edges of the circle of the sun would get farther apart and closer together, just as all the sight lines he drew in do. Why would everything get smaller as it moves away except the sun or moon? That's absurd.
Just because he's ignorant into understanding how it works, or he just decides to ignore some aspects of reality, doesn't make it absurd. It just means he can't understand the argument. And it also just changed color too, Moomin. Exactly. I would love to see how they can explain that green flash that they get sometimes when there's a sunset over the ocean. We can, because it goes away from us. They can't, because we're the ones moving, apparently, on the globe. Okay.
Here is what we actually see. The sun and moon slide behind the horizon and maintain their visual sides. That is not perspective.
That is perspective. It's moving away. And that's why I love also talking. Do you know what parallax is? Yeah. If something's further away, it's going to have a less chance of having noticeable percentage change because it's further away. Heck, your own globe uses this model. That's why it's claimed to be 93 million miles away, because it's not supposed to really change angular size. So if the moon and the sun is, let's say, a few thousand miles away, are you expecting to really see an angular size change? No, you wouldn't, because the distance to percentage change ratio would be too small. And that's ignoring refraction.
Perspective works both vertically and horizontally. Objects farther away appear smaller and closer together in both directions. If the sun and moon were just circling over the flat earth and getting too far away to see, then we would see them shrink and fade out of view as they set.
Oh, you mean like that? Let's go 10 seconds back. Can we? You mean like this?
So it looks smaller as it goes away. So
again, so like, let's try that again. Look at the size.
You won't have as much magnification taking place, and so it looks smaller as it goes.
So once again, showing this guy as absolutely nothing. He doesn't know anything other than claiming from the beginning it's flat. But because it looks flat, therefore curved.
But we don't. Flat earthers will show you videos where the sun appears to grow or shrink, but this is an illusion due to thick clouds.
What? Illusion due to thick clouds. No, he's already above the... Is the sun above the clouds there? Let's take that size quickly. It's about the size of my cursor, correct? So let's press play.
You can always see that there are clouds.
Okay. Wow. 1, 2, 3 cursors now. That's above the clouds still.
Near the horizon.
Coming closer, still. 1, 2, 3, 4 cursors now. Did the guy even manage to watch his own stuff? This is, I think, the third or fourth thing that he puts in his own video that debunks his own claim.
Try to show this. Normally, this illusion does not happen.
He literally just showed it on screen. He literally just showed it. A real world observation saying it doesn't happen. But again, this is the same guy that in the beginning says it's flat, so therefore it's curved.
But what they do is they claim that because you're not using a solar filter, it's just glare. But people have even measured it with a solar filter anyway. So
I can't wait till you get your solar filter.
I'm gonna get one and I'll be making some.
It's gonna be awesome. I mean, I've seen people use solar filters and they still get angular size change.
Of course you do, yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
The second way is so-called...
Yeah?
It has to change in size. Doesn't it? It has to change in size if it's moving away.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be a great percentage. Like I said, we don't know how far the sun is.
No.
So if it's a few thousand miles away, it's still going to have a very small percentage of change because of a distance to change ratio.
But what is it's the effect it's having on air as well, isn't it? Like there's clouds or whatever. So like as it's moving away, there's less light shining on.
Yeah.
Clouds as it's moving away from that, if you know what I mean.
Hey,
I know you know.
Yeah. Hi, Missing Research. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Television says it's a black swan then. I'm not sure what you mean, black swan. Yeah, the sun is actually a black swan. Because they can't make up their mind what it's supposed to do.
Perspective matrix fails is even more ridiculous. The lines drawn in the illustration are lines of sight, and they correctly converge to the vanishing point, the point at which you can't see farther. But he claims that past the vanishing point, the lines diverge.
He didn't claim that. He says that's how he believes it to maybe be. He didn't say that's exactly how it is. He's just saying that could be how it is. As soon as it goes out of view, it diverges. That is it. So misrepresenting what he said.
What lines? It's a vanishing point. There are no lines of sight past a vanishing point. There is nothing to diverge.
The reason he says that is because if someone else would be now in another field of view bubble looking towards the sun, it would be looking from diverging and rising again. Getting it? So moving from convergent to divergent. That's why.
You can't have lines of sight past what you could see.
No
and
shit.
If it did work that way, we could see objects beyond the horizon and they would be upside down. Think about that.
Why would they be upside down?
Why the hell would they be upside down?
Does he even know how our eyes work? Does he know that everything is inverted to our eyes, to our retina? Cameras, everything, it's inverted. That's how lenses work.
No, this is totally wrong.
Oh, really? Okay. Let's quickly go. Oh. Inverted image. There we go. Let's look how he was getting out there. Inverted image. Inverted image. And yet we see it upright, don't we? Huh.
Another way to demonstrate the curve is with distant city skylines. A good example is the city of Toronto. viewed from across Lake Ontario. The city is dominated by the distinctive CN Tower, currently the third tallest tower in the world at 1,815 feet. There are many pictures online of the Toronto skyline, viewed from Niagara-on-the-Lake, New York, 30 miles away.
30 miles away.
With the Metabunk calculation, we see that 486 feet of the tower, or about 26% of it, should be hidden behind the curve of the Earth from that distance. And this is exactly what we see.
Is it now? Or is it just because you literally conceding that the Earth curve calculators is literally just taking perspective and hijacking it? And does this guy realize, look at the angle of this building compared to the angle of that building? You're looking at the bottom of here, you're not looking at the bottom of there, are you? So that wouldn't be the same size. And he's just making a ballpark. That just has to be the 408 whatever odd underneath the curve. No, it's not. Has he noticed the refraction in the air here as well? Look at this. Do you see that? It's what did we show refraction to be doing earlier? To be pulling down objects and pulling up the horizons because it's got a closer angle? Yeah.
As you can easily tell when compared to an image of the full tower at the same scale.
That's not the same scale. First of all, even look at that. This bulb is much bigger than that bulb in angular size, dude. This is even lower than that point. So he hasn't really compared it really well. It's much thicker as well compared to that. And you're looking at the bottom of this, that you're not looking at the bottom of it. The angles are totally different. Hey, Call40, thank you for coming. Glad you could make it.
Flat earthers sometimes show cities in the distance that, according to them, should be below the horizon but are clearly visible.
Yeah, like the Chicago skyline, which the argument is, oh no, it's just a mirage. No, it's not a mirage. It's the real buildings. Just like this, it's the real buildings. There's no mirage, there's no optical magic hologram of the buildings there. They're literally there. It's crazy.
Claim this proves the flat earth.
Rob Skiber actually filmed them all the way across while they were going over on a boat.
Yeah. It's
You know what I
crazy.
mean?
Oh man. Hey Oxbow Spirit, thank you for coming. Call40 says, I think he said something. Globe arguments must be taken into thin air. Yep, I agree.
This can be difficult to disprove because you never really know where the picture was taken from. They may have gotten the distance wrong, or the height of the observation wrong, or the calculation wrong.
Oh, so you just automatically say because they got a photo that disagrees with the globe, they probably got everything wrong. That's very honest of you. Congratulations.
One example they use is the Chicago skyline seen from 60 miles away across Lake Michigan.
Yeah, that should be impossible based on your globe. Based on flat earth, not impossible. You know why? Because it's physically there. Nice that we got the right weather to be able to make the air clear enough to be able to see through all the haze and stuff. And that's why you can see it. Not because it's refracting upwards. It's because the air is clear enough to be able to see through the haze.
At a viewing height of 6 feet, we calculate that 2,166 feet should be below the horizon at 60 miles. So they are right that the entire city of Chicago should be completely hidden. And it is hidden nearly all the time.
So you only need it to be shown once to make the argument that it's not hidden? Correct?
It looks well hidden. It looks well hidden.
So it's a black swan because you only need it to be shown once to say that it's always hidden. So therefore he just debunked his own argument again. We see it, but it's not supposed to be seen, therefore not a globe.
What is the distance at that again?
60 miles.
60 miles, yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
people who live out there claim that they see it all the time?
Yep. People say they see this on a regular basis, guys.
Yeah.
on a regular basis.
Okay.
And look
What
how
was it?
and look how clear that is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
What's that mountain called? The mountain that you usually get the sun behind it as well. Begins with C.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got. That's kind of like people see that one all the time. I can't remember the name of it. It'll come to me.
It can be seen from that far away due to a type of atmospheric light refraction phenomenon.
You see what I'm saying? This is their nonsense refraction model. They literally gotta go and make it like it's not what it really is. That's not how refraction works, guys. We just showed you a demonstration where it just pulls down the image and lifts up the horizon. Yeah, it's lifting up the horizon, yeah, but they're lifting up the image as well. You understand? They're keeping the horizon at the same and just lifting up the image. Their refraction that they have, their so-called terrestrial refraction, is very, how can I put as putting it the right word, selective on what it wants to refract upwards. Refraction pulls the objects down as it magnifies the closer angle. So it's magnifying the horizon, not lifting it up, magnifying it, which makes it appear to be lifted up, and the object gets pulled downwards, which makes it look like it's behind something. So in other words, refraction is giving opposite to what you guys are claiming. It's the refraction that makes it look like it's behind curve, not that it is behind curve. I don't think they understand that thing. It's literally 180 of what they claim.
It's something else. It's something else though that's just being pushed in order to excuse why we're seeing these things. You know? Gravity is used because things have been possible without it in their rhetoric, and it's the same way they're claiming this downward refraction crap, upward refraction.
Yeah, like Andrew Thomas Young, his whole dissertation on refraction, he literally states he does all his demonstrations and experiments on a flat surface. But because he believes it's a globe, therefore globe. How do you do your demonstration on flat surface and then say it's globe? It's being... Oh, wow.
Called a superior mirage. The superior mirage is caused by colder air below warmer air, which bends the light around the curve of the Earth. This event sometimes makes the news for the very reason that it is a rare occurrence.
But they see that so-called rare occurrence very often, and it's not as like you just explained it, because hot air rises and cold air sinks. So when it's hot air, it's going to magnify the closer angle, aka the water in front, and it's going to be pulling the objects in the distance down, because the refraction makes it look like it's going behind a wall of water or curved, not lifting the object above the wall of water. It literally is at that actual position. It's always been at that position. It's just too hazy to be able to see, and there's no inversion whatsoever.
Chicago skyline picture.
Yep.
They're claiming that the building should be hidden behind the horizon, but if you look at the picture from left to right, surely that distance is 100 miles, maybe 200, surely. Yeah. And there's no curvature left to right, so there's none left to right. There can't be any in the other axis, can there? Surely.
Exactly. It's just like when they show you Lake Pontchartrain. You know, they show you this massive curve on towers. But yeah, if you look left to right, it's a perfectly level horizon.
Yeah. Hi Cleary, good to see you. Yeah.
In my opinion, horizon debunks globe, folks.
Oh yeah. 100%. Especially when they start.
If you're from the viewing angle of the Chicago skyline, if you was say looking at the side-on view of that, you would expect to see a curve that they're claiming, but it's flat that way as well. So no matter which way you look, there's no curve.
Yeah, I mean, how what's the distance from one side of the Chicago to the other?
My point?
Yeah, what's the distance from one side of Chicago city to the other? I mean, it should be quite a distance, and I mean, you should see curve left to right. Yet we never do. But remember, the guy's argument in the beginning of the video, you cut an orange. It looks flat. So therefore, it's not looking curved. The idiot.
I forgot about the orange.
The guy's I think this guy, his whole argument literally been saying it's flat. But because he believes it to be a globe, it's therefore globe. Oh man.
Do you know what's sad, right? That was 16.
Yeah.
And we're still getting balls in chat arguing them very same arguments now.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Hey Cleary, it's good to see you, mate. Glad you could make it. Oh, you banned it? Try thinking. Cleary's
banned. Are you
banned.
trying to put a posture voice on?
Cleary's banned from
Sorry, say that again. I was a bit robot-y.
I said, are you trying to put a posture voice on?
He's saying, are you trying to give a nice high English accent?
Posh, I don't know.
Are you trying to sound posher than me?
Excuse me, sir.
Trying to be clear.
Yeah, excuse me, sir. It's just a mirage. Okay, you guys ready to go on?
Yeah, please.
Not a problem.
The Chicago skyline.
Don't hold that South Yorkshire, mate. Let it go.
You can.
Chicago is 15 miles east to west.
15 miles east to west, and I mean
15
the
miles
water.
east to west and 25 miles north to south.
Yeah, and I mean look at the water still goes past it.
There's more than that in the picture, though. You know, you see there's a few miles left and right of the city as well, in there.
Much more.
Absolutely.
Let's add another maybe 10 on each side. So easily seeing there about 50 miles from left to right.
There should be just as much curve that way as there should be the other way.
Yeah, I mean 50 miles you're supposed to see quite a bit of curve. But we never see anything. And I mean usually when you rise with altitude you're supposed to see more and more of it. And yet on airplanes we don't see curve. Even the beginning of this guy said 700 miles up you don't see curve. 700 meters up you see on a plane you don't see curve.
Tell that it's a mirage because there is lots of distortion.
What lots of distortion? What? Where's the distortion he's talking about?
It's quite crisp, that one, actually.
Wow. 60 miles. That's very crisp for 60 miles. I don't know if he knows that. That is very crisp for 60 miles. Has he ever used the camera before? And look at this building he's placing there. It's not even placing it as the same angular size. Check there.
The Willis Tower on the left is clearly elongated.
Elongated. That's shorter than what you're showing. We can literally see. You see that blue signboard there? That's what comes on. Yeah.
It's being dishonest there. If he made that picture the same size, you'd find that. Yeah.
Wow.
And also, there are videos of this same view that show the buildings dancing around.
Ah, there we go. Now it's dancing on other views, not on the same image. So it's been seen more than once. So therefore, it's not so rare as they say. Oh, wow. And why is he showing it on the right? He was talking about the left building. Now he's showing the right building.
Changing shape and even disappearing.
Yeah, that's because of refraction. Remember what we said? It pulls the objects down as it magnifies the larger angle in front of it, aka the horizon.
Even though this is a mirage, the bottom parts of the buildings are clearly still obscured from view, just as we expect. If the Earth was flat, you could see the buildings on any clear day, not just rarely when the conditions are right for refraction.
That's also one thing I don't understand. If the Earth was flat, blah, 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 blah. If the Earth was flat, blah, 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 blah. But where do they come up with these claims if the Earth was flat?
Yeah, where's their experience coming from?
Because it's all they do. They make a claim, if the Earth is flat, this is what you would see, what you will not see. Not actually giving us demonstration of why they made that claim, where they get that nonsense information from in the first instance. They just make a claim, if the earth is flat, this is what you should see. I mean, these are the same guys that say you shouldn't see a horizon on a flat earth. Just that alone already tells you they don't know anything about a flat earth. They don't have any validation when it comes to trying to make claims about a flat earth. If you say there's not supposed to be a horizon on a flat earth, it shows you don't have an IQ level higher than an IQ sandwich, than a tuna sandwich, so you wouldn't be able to even tell us what a horizon is and why it wouldn't be working on a flat earth.
They need to eat an IQ sandwich, more like.
Eat more salmon, it gives you more IQ.
That's it.
Omega-3.
Flat earthers use these rare events to try to prove the earth is flat. But that makes no sense. It's called cherry picking, a favorite trick of all types of science deniers.
But his whole video has been on cherry picking. His whole video has just been cherry picking. He starts off with this premise, it's flat, but it has to be curved. Why is it curved? Because boats go over a curve. That's cherry picking. After he literally just said it's too big to be able to see curve. That's literally called contradicting yourself and cherry picking. What he's doing here is also cherry picking. He's taking what shouldn't be seen on the globe and just literally making claims that it's now refracted. So because it's refracted according to him, it shouldn't be seen, so therefore not flat. So that's also cherry picking.
You don't get to pick the anomalies that seem to agree with your views and ignore the common observations that don't.
Like what he's been doing this whole show.
And still call yourself an honest investigator.
Yeah.
That is intellectually dishonest.
Yep.
As I have shown, the horizon is all we really need to know that we live on a sphere.
No.
But there are other observations you can make yourself that all perfectly fit the heliocentric globe model when you understand it, as I will explain in future videos.
Oh, future videos. Let's just go back to what he says quickly.
General distrust of government leading to cannot prove that they are fake.
Okay. Well, anyway, that was his video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did.
Yeah. More proof again.
It was good to see Spuddy coming in for a little bit as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice one, Spud.
Can I make another point?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, when I mentioned that it was a black swan earlier, basically Dave was saying this can't happen. You know, the shrinking of the sun.
Yeah.
He says like it can't happen, and then shows a video of it happening. So that's a black swan, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. It is just like with the Chicago skyline.
So he's giving us a black swan and saying it's
exactly, and even the Chicago skyline is the same thing. It shouldn't happen, and yet he shows it to us.
But you've got to think this. Them claiming that it don't shrink is just ignorance. Like, so maybe it's not a black swan; it's an everyday occurrence because it happens every day.
Yep.
We just don't see it.
No, well, you can see it. Like, if you want to go out with a camera and do some time lapses, you're about to see it.
Yeah.
But these people claim it don't happen.
Condition dependent, though, isn't it? Like if it's dry outside, humid. If it's humid, it's gonna be worse, isn't it?
I'd say there's a few factors like where you are on Earth, for you know what time of year.
Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to go and switch the generator off now. It was a great show. Tomorrow's gonna be part 2. How's that? Because this guy's got more part series, and I think part 2 is on stars, the sky. So that should be interesting.
Sounds good.
It's 1 minute, in fact. Spud, are you going to join us again tomorrow?
Please do.
Yeah, can do.
Awesome, that'll be great.
That'll be cool, man. Nice one.
No problem.
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that's come tonight and chat. Thank you guys for being in the panel. You guys really are awesome. Thank you all for your super chats and your likes and dislikes and whatever, and sharing the show. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I think there's going to be more from this funny clown that literally claims flat and then says because globe. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you all. So till tomorrow night, blessings, and may the pressure be with you.